Oyani. Ochimanyi tata wo yavumanga.
Today, Uganda joined the rest of the world in commemoration of the World No Tobacco Day that is held every 31st of May. While addressing the journalists at Ministry of Health headquarters, Dr. Diana Atwine, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, says government is now fully prepared to implement the tobacco control law. Therefore, all tobacco companies should follow the law.
Also to remind the companies that are making cigarettes to follow the law, because if they don't, the law will catch up with them. We are now able to implement fully.
She urged tobacco industry to ensure that all products have pictorial warnings.
The law requires that a cigarette pack should have the warning pictures to show the effects of cigarette on one's health. This one is supposed to provide information to the smokers so that it acts as a consent that yes, I know the problem, but I have decided to burn my lungs.
The pictorial warnings are not as good as they are supposed to be. We are working with the National Bureau of Standards to see that the specific warnings that government approved are the warnings that are on the cigarette packs. We also know that there are players in the tobacco industry who are not putting these. We also know that there are cigarettes smuggled from the other countries, from our neighbors, which do not have the pictorial warnings. So we are working with government to see, and the National Bureau of Standards to see that these pictorial warnings are placed properly.
She also commented on the theme of the year, that is Commit to Quit.
The theme of this year is targeting the smokers themselves. And I'm glad to inform you that because of the tobacco control interventions we have implemented in the past few years, the good news is that we have been able to bring down the prevalence of tobacco use among young people aged 13 to 15 from 17% in 2013 to 11% in 2018.
She revealed that smokers stand a high risk of developing severe diseases of COVID-19 than non-smokers.
In this COVID pandemic, evidence showed that smokers are more likely to develop severe disease of COVID-19 compared to non-smokers. And I think explanation is very, very clear. If you look at those pictures, if you look at those lungs, and if you get COVID in there, already you have the issue of efficiency of the lung function.
As health workers will be at the ready and at the front line of helping people to quit the use of tobacco. Tobacco remains one of the major causes of death and sickness in the world. Annually, over 8 million people die because of tobacco-related problems. And that is directly. Then over 1 million people die as a result of passive smoking. That is, people are not using tobacco directly, but are in close contact or in close spaces to those who are using tobacco.
This story was filed by Julius Muhumuza for Dream TV.